Hey, 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 beautiful heart. What's vibing today? Dr. Danae here to do today's energy reading. Let's see what is going on. Have you felt the shift in the energy? I know the last 48 hours has been wild, to say the least. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. I know not everybody is, but just hang in there, guys. Energy changes. So if you're not liking what's going on right now, just hold on. All right, here we go. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory and grace. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic. Then we have 22, Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. This looks like it may be a continuation of yesterday's reading. And I love it. Let's see. And then we have 38, Mini Mask, the authentic self. Been talking a lot about the authentic self and bringing forth your authentic self. And how it is an emotional roller coaster to bring forth your authentic self. Why? Because we've grown up in the matrix. We were taught and learned that it wasn't safe to be who we truly are. For whatever reason, you made people uncomfortable, they ridiculed you, made fun of you, whatever. This is the role of the matrix. It's full of masks. We play different roles on our own stage. This journey that you're on, it requires a lot of courage. Courage to drop the mask, courage to be who you really are. But many people have a hard time getting to the courage because they can't get through that doubt and fear. That's just such a huge thing to get past. The truth of it is, when you can push through doubts and fears, courage shows up. It meets you on the road. When you push through those doubts and fears, you see, wow, I have been afraid or doubtful for so long that I literally put my life on the sidelines. And once you move through that and life opens up for you, there's no turning back, because you've tasted freedom. You've tasted authenticity. You've tasted life doesn't have to be a struggle. Why do so many people struggle in life? The feeling of the struggle creates the struggle. And that fear and doubt plays out in an internal dialogue in many different ways, but it always shows up bigger than what it is and keeps you from transmuting the pain and having confidence in your magic. What is your magic? This isn't about spells. This isn't about abracadabra, nothing like that. This is about knowing universal law, understanding universal law. When you know it and understand it, you can work with it. And that's when life starts to open up. This is saying, you know what? My word and my feelings are the magician's sword. What I feel, I make real. So if you feel negative, you feel struggle, you'll get more of that. And for those who are about to clap back over wherever you're at and say, but you don't know what's going on in my life, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know what's going on in your life. I teach universal laws. And universal law, struggle, depression, dis-ease, lack of finances, all of that is opposite of your natural benefits, the natural being. Life comes with a bounty. And if you're not experiencing that bounty, that's where you have to go within and say, okay, where am I still wearing a mask? Masks aren't just personalities, guys. Masks are false beliefs, opinions, doubts, fears, all of the, well, I can't do this because of this, blah, blah, blah. And I know for some people it's hard to hear that, okay, these struggles, these things that you're going through, at the core are really appearances. And they keep playing out in your life because you believe them to be truth, that you believe them to be your reality. Whatever you believe, you will achieve. That's how the universal laws work. So having confidence in your magic, in your knowing, in your words, in your feelings. Taking this fool's embrace, sitting with that pain, not to sit in it, not to bring yourself down, but to feel it, speak to it, and let it go. Transmuting that pain into gain. Pain has come into your life out of false beliefs, projected energy, all of that. And a belief is something that you keep telling yourself over and over until you believe it to be true. Therefore, you can change it. Mindset is everything. All right, let me get off my soapbox. Let's get going here. You know what? I actually want to use this deck today. Oops. And guys, just a quick PSA. This is a general reading. I am not tapping into anybody specifically. This may feel like a personal reading. That's awesome. But it is not. It is general for my collective. If you want insight into your personal situation, the links are in the description box below. I will never, ever, ever reach out to you, offer my services, none of that. Guys, I don't advertise. The only place you hear me advertising is here. I'm not on social media a lot. I want it to be that way. So I will never, ever, ever in the history of never reach out to you. Say I have a word or a message or anything. Nope. Not how I roll. You have to make contact with me. The only way to make contact with me and book a session is using that pin site link in the description box below. All right. I love this. We are starting out with the world. Look at all those butterflies. Transformation. Whole new world. 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. The Magician. Hello. Spirit of Pentacles. This is Queen of Pentacles here. Ooh, look at this handsome guy. The Devil. Ooh, and 20. Awakening. Look at how beautiful that card is. Okay, guys. So yes, for those that this resonates with already, you have come through this full moon doorway, portal, whatever you want to call it, energy. It was intense. It really was, but you are not backing down. You're moving forward. You are calling in change. You have moved from belief to knowing. You know. You know that you know that you know. 3 of Pentacles. This is about collaboration, partnership, working together. Guys, it doesn't just have to be in work, career, business. It could spill over into other areas as well. But this is deciding to work with others, allowing others to be in your space. New contracts. I'm getting something also about a house. So, it's very specific regarding this house. This is a house that somebody is having built, or you're thinking about it, or you're in talks about having a house built. Obviously this isn't going to be for everybody, but it is for somebody. So I need to say it. You've been thinking about this. Feels like you haven't had the right players, right contractors. You may not even have the right land. That's changing. The right people, the right contract, the right place, that is coming through for you. 10 of Pentacles. That is ultimate happiness. Yes, it's an ending and a brand new beginning. This energy, I love it. It feels really good. Yesterday's energy was a mixed bag. That was, I get it. That's to be expected. We're dealing with duality. This feels like overnight there has been an energy shift and a mind shift. Somebody has woken up to who the fuck they are. Congratulations. And I like that. You're not backing down. You are actually coming more from your heart space versus your head space. Now, I do have to say, you do need to be careful, because here we've got the Queen of Pentacles right next to it. We've got the Devil energy. Yes, you may be dealing with a Capricorn. Hell, you may be a Capricorn. But the Devil energy for me is more about the duality, that matrix living, the mass. And it's in the same row here. As you go through this transition and change, and good things are coming in, this card is saying, hey, be aware. Be aware that altered ego, this is definitely my altered ego card. And look at them eyes. Altered ego's got some pretty eyes. That altered ego will be sitting there looking for any opportunity, even in your goodness, even in this transition of all this goodness coming in. Be very careful. Altered ego is going to try to set those traps and lure you back in without you realizing it. So remember what you did to get to this point where these breakthroughs are coming through, because you need to stay consistent. You need to keep doing that. When the manifestations come in, that is not the time to take your foot off the gas pedal. That's the time. In that moment, be grateful. Have that attitude of gratitude. Send that love to your own I am presence. And then outward. But don't slow down on your spiritual practice, on growing, on evolving, on healing, because you are just scratching the surface. You've barely got one foot through the door, and this amazing stuff is coming in. You are going through a huge awakening. This is not a one-time wham bam thank you ma'am deal and it's done. No, it's a journey. It's a lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime journey. And we need to keep moving forward, keeping our eyes ahead, but being in the now moment, as I talked about the other day. But look, this awakening. You are now coming into, as you guys have heard me talk about the spiral up the mountain, that on this journey, it's like a spiral. We go up. That means we revisit different things. And here's the trap. When we start to come back into an old energy, altered ego likes to be right there and go, oh, red flag, remember when this happened? And then you get into all the mind, all that mental chatter, as I call it, mental masturbation. And you get nowhere but stuck. That breaks all this momentum. Recognize that as you're going through and there's a familiar pattern, that's just kind of where you're going through, you know, on the seasons. Just like our year has seasons, the spiritual journey has seasons. So if you find yourself looking at things or things coming up that were similar from the past, it's not for you to stop and get in your head about it. If it's something you've already worked through and it's really not bothering you, because altered ego will want to dangle things in front of you to see if you'll still take the bait. And if you're not, then, you know, just look at it and say, oh yeah, I remember you. Thank you for showing up in my life. But I've learned my lesson. With ease and grace, I let you go. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. You've got bigger and better places to get to. Do not stop. Enjoy the moment, but keep it moving forward. All right, beautiful heart. Hope that helped. As always, sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste and Adonai, Adonai, Adonai.